is Sito Capote, and we're back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video. Let's go! So, recently I did a hero deck profile, and today's the combo video. So it's not going to be too long. I don't think it's not going to be nearly as long as the other one because the other one had a lot of explanation, had a lot of just not theory, but like just my opinions on a lot of things, and that it ended up being a lot longer than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be like 20 minutes, but it ended up being like 40. But anyway, I'm just gonna do some combo videos. I have all the cards I need right here. These are all just extras. But I'm gonna show you what you can do with the deck, and let me start by saying, don't go into Heroes thinking like, oh, I'm gonna top it like every regional, I'm gonna just do really well against everyone. Like, you'll do well at locals if you're good with the deck, but a lot of the times you have to know all these small interactions. You have to really study up on Yu-Gi-Oh, which sounds kind of lame, but if you really like the game like I do, you're gonna be like, yeah, I need to study. Or I need to play Yu-Gi-Oh to learn, let's go. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, it's a mid range, it's good. It can win against the meta, but again, it's very, compared to a lot of the other decks, it has very low recursion. It has a very low ceiling. Um, and they don't have protection, man. Just give me one negate and I'll be fine. But one negate and the deck would be insane. But no, we lose to Nibiru, we lose to every hand trap, and it's like, no, it's just, we lose to flipping Raigeki. That's how flipping cheese this is, man. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I'll just go on with the combos. So let's start with the best, not best case scenario, but just the one card starter. So what can you do with a soul copy of Fusion Destiny? Most decks can just send Celestial and Dash and say like, hey, I got stuff to do in other turns. But for us hero players, nah, we get a whole combo out of it. So with this, you send one copy of Denier and one copy of Malicious. So this gets you your Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, which you put in defense position because we like to play against Lightning Storm, around Lightning Storm. Sorry, my goodness. So that's the graveyard. Let's just put it right there. So that's the graveyard. Then I'm using my phone. I'm sorry, I don't have a real camera. So then we have these two in the graveyard. So let's just move that. Then what you do is you banish Malicious to summon your second copy of Malicious. Now this is basically what you can do if you have nothing else in hand. If you have a Shadow Mist, a Stratos, a Vion, you can do so much more. But this is just like the bare bones stuff. I'm not going to go super in-depth. If you guys want me to go into super in-depth combos, that then you can like the video, and if enough people say that like, yeah, here, show me more combos, or show me more interactions and stuff, I can go on like the not master duel, or what's it called, online thing, and show you guys some stuff. But for now, I'll just show you the simple combos that you can do. A lot of iterations, but mostly simple stuff, not a lot of the complex interactions. I will show you some complex interactions, but that's just because I'm nice. Anyway, so it gets you your Malicious on field, and like, wow, he's there now. Then you can activate your Denier effect. Because you have a Destiny hero either on the field or in the graveyard, you can special summon him out, which is really cool, because that gets you your Malicious back on top of the deck, which is really cool. And it is on top of the deck. It is not shuffled back in the deck, so you have to remember to either find a way to search and shuffle the deck, or summon out the Malicious before you draw it, because that will be the worst mistake you can ever, not the worst mistake you can ever make, but it will not feel good. Anyway, you then link into, I forgot to get my extra deck cards. Anyway, Cross Crusader is there now. Then you activate his effect to bring back Malicious or Denier. Honestly, I like to do Malicious, because if they flipping do something to, like, actually I like to do Denier, because then if they banish the Denier with DD Crow or something, then you still have the Malicious to do the play, which is really cool. You don't get the follow up in Denier, but it's it comes up. Then you banish the Malicious, summon a Malicious. No, sorry. I completely missed the step. So it summons out. Then you activate his effect. You go whoop-de-doozles, and then you search. What is his face? Stratos. Let's go, the big boy. Then you banish Malicious to summon out Malicious, which that's where the step comes in. And then you normal summon Stratos. Search your Plasma, and then you tribute the 3 for plasma. So this is going to be your end board. Now you might ask, like, whoa, that's 2 cards. What the hell? All that for just 2 cards? To that I say, Phoenix Enforcer is decreasing their attack by 800 right now, so they have to be 2700 to beat over your plasma. Plasma is a skill drain, so they most like a lot of the decks in the format play a lot of weenies, man. They play a lot of small cards that can't get over stuff. And if they have no effects, or if the big monsters even have no effects, and you're forgetting, most of the time you have four other cards in your hand. So these things could be extenders, these things could be interruptions, these things could be whatever. And a lot of the time they are interruptions, because your crossout never matters, because you always draw the hand traps. But dude, sometimes, man, oh my gosh, sometimes my luck is weird. Oh, but every time it seems that the hand trap that I want to stay in deck, it always comes into the hand. But anyway, this is the end board off just 1 Fusion Destiny, which is really cool, because it's a lot better than it could do before. It's a lot better than just Sunrise Absolute Zero Pass, you know. But anyway, let's get on to the next one. So the next one we'll do Ferris. So the Ferris, this could be Ferris and any other hero. So I'll do the bare minimum Ferris play, and then I'll show you the more advanced Ferris play. So the bare minimum, let's say this is a random card, so it doesn't matter. This is this hero monster. Let's use the Fusion Destiny because it's cool. So you discard, then you summon in defense, because I just like doing that, because if you get interrupted, then you're in defense and they can't lightning storm you. Then you put up you activate his effect, then that activates, or I don't even know what to call this. It's not setting, it's not, I guess it's just putting the thing on the field, and that feels weird to say. But anyway, then you tribute to summon, then activate the effect. This gets you your Vion. Vion gets you into your Malicious. Then you're going to activate the effect, banish the Ferris to get your Poly. Then you're going to link these 2 off for Cross Crusader. Then Cross Crusader is going to bring back Malicious. Then it's going to banish. Then, honestly, depending on what you have in your hand, you're either going to search Stratos or you're either going to search Denier. If you have a Stratos or any other extender in hand, then you don't need to search this. Then you can just search this and then use the extender for something else, maybe to get into the draw 2, discard 1, try to search for mass change, try to search for more interruption, you know. But honestly, you're way past Nibiru already, and getting the Sunrise or whatever won't really hurt your things much. But I'll do the bare minimum because that's what we're doing. But so let's just search Denier. Then you're going to summon out Denier, or you're going to, banish Malicious for another Malicious. Then you're going to activate the Poly. And that's going to get it to destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Man, I wasn't even looking at the camera. You can't even see the cards. My bad, guys. But that gets you into your destroy Phoenix Enforcer. I'm going to lift this up a little. Like that. Let's go. And it gets you destroy Phoenix Enforcer. And then you still have your normal summon for whatever. So that's just the bare minimum Ferris play. But the Ferris play that that you want to see, which is a lot better most of the time, is when you open up, let's get the card out, Ferris, Denier, Malicious, or Shadow Mist. So Ferris and any of these cards, or Ferris and Stratos if you have nothing else, because Stratos is all of these cards. Ferris and Stratos, or Ferris and all of these, gets you basically full combo. This just takes a little bit longer. So what you're going to do is you're going to, let's say we start off, best case scenario, we start with Malicious. So we're going to discard Malicious to summon Ferris. Then Ferris does the same thing, so we go into Vion, then Vion tribute, or not Vion, this guy, increase tributes, then he summons out Vion, then Vion sends to graveyard. You're going to send Shadow Mist. Honestly, you could send Shadow Mist or Denier. You could save the Shadow Mist for later. I like sending Denier specifically because of this interaction. So you're going to banish Malicious to summon another Malicious. I lost my Malicious. The hell is my Malicious? I'm so confused. Oh, it's in there. I'm just stupid. Guys, I'm stupid. Okay. I looked at it and thought it wasn't there. Then you're going to activate the effect, banish the Ferris. My cards are messy, just like in real life. I don't know how to do things. To add the poly. Then you're going to link these two. It doesn't matter where the zones go. It's just whatever. Into Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader then brings back Denier. Denier shuffles back the Malicious. So this is on top of your deck. Then you're going to poly these two into my poly file. Sorry guys, I had a little mishap. Anyway, so we poly into Phoenix Enforcer. And what do you know? We haven't used any of these effects. Basically, we used the Malicious, but it didn't really count. And we used the Shuffle Back, but it doesn't really count. But we haven't used our normal summon. So with that, you can go into normal summon, either Vion or, not Vion, sorry. Any hero monster, and then do Malicious to activate the search. And then search whatever. Or if you have Stratos, you can literally just summon Stratos and then search out Plasma, and you have your full field again with the Ferris. It just does it in a different way, I guess. So I'll show you how to do that. So let's say you don't have Stratos in hand. So what you're going to do is you're going to banish Malicious, summon Malicious, then we're going to activate the effect, and that effect will search for our Stratos. Then we're going to normal summon Stratos. Stratos is then going to search for our Plasma. Then we're going to activate Denier effect to summon out and then tribute the 3. So this leaves you with less follow-up, but again, this is the worst case scenario. This is like, these are the only 2 cards in your hand, and this is what you get off of it, right? So this is very different from Heroes before, because Heroes before don't have a lot of follow-up. Heroes don't have a lot of interruption. Honestly, you can switch the crossouts for more hand traps. You can switch the droplets for more hand traps. Anything. It's just, this is the way I like to play it, because this one hand trap and follow-up is usually enough, because you have, I mean, you don't have follow-up with this, but usually, because we imagined that we had the worst case scenario, but usually you have follow-up. Usually you have a normal summon. Usually you don't need to use your Denier effect. Usually it's only the Malicious, which you can get back with the Denier anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, so those are the 2 ways of getting DPE and Plasma on the field. So now what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you the Vion stuff. So Stratos is basically any of those combos if you have Stratos and another hero monster. It's literally any of those, which is why I think Stratos is just better, because Stratos is a good card, man. So let's just show what the Vion can do. So I'm not playing the Vion and way to get to DPE, because I use it more in a way where to avoid Nibiru and whatever, which is my way of doing things, because I have been hurt and destroyed in the Pride by Nibiru. But anyway, let's get on to this. So first, we're going to normal summon Vion, and if they don't imperm you, which they most likely will, you're going to send Shadow Mist, which is right here. My bad. Wow. You're going to send Shadow Mist. So then Shadow Mist is going to activate the effect and is going to search you the Liquid Soldier. Then your Shadow Mist is going to banish to search Poly. Then you're going to activate Poly to go into your Sunrise. Now, you can either stop here and save the Miracle... Well, no, you don't stop here. You activate Liquid Soldier, Chainlink 1, Sunrise, Chainlink 2. So then that means, let's use these cards that I have here. So you're going to draw 2 and then discard 1. So you'll have an extra card in hand. And then you'll search Miracle Fusion, which will just be over here somewhere. There. So with this, usually you have other stuff. So like maybe a normal summon of a dark monster and a mass change. Maybe you draw into the mass change. Maybe you draw Freezing Destiny and you want to go for whatever. But this is just a really good way of starting plays, and it's a really good way of later in the game getting back into it and maybe stalling out until you get the card you're looking for. And digging deeper, because 2 cards, 4 cards deeper is a lot if you know the game and you think like, wow, that's insane. It's Pot of Greed, basically. But yeah, you can use this turn to go into Absolute Zero. Or you can wait to go into Absolute Zero next turn and get the draw 2 off Liquid Soldier. Which is really cool. It's really fun. But yeah, anyway, So like I told you guys before, there is an interaction with um, just the droplet interaction. So this is something that I learned not at regionals, but while I was practicing for regionals. Um, Actually, no. Yeah, while I was practicing for regionals. So, turns out, so I'll just use Vion and whatever. Where's Vion? Okay, I'll just use Shadow Mist because whatever. I can't find Vion. Anyway, so let's say no, Vion works better because it's a better example. Where'd it go? That's increase. I lost my card. Oh no, it's here. I found it. I found my card. It's here. Anyway, Vion. So Vion, you normal summon it. Say they have a Omni Negate on field. You go like, damn, Omni Negate. What can I do? And let's say you look at your hand and think, oh hey, that's Droplet in my hand. Let's go. We have something we can do. So then you're going to chain Mass Change. Mass Change, target Vion, and they go like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. You don't get your search. You don't get your whatever. You don't get your funky stuff. And then to that you say, nay, I do get my funky stuff. Because I activate Forbidden Droplet. So Forbidden Droplet, it can use cards on field and in the hand, right? So most of the time you're going to use a monster or a spell card in hand. Most people think, yeah, that's all I can do. Like or like a set spell and trap. But like, there's no way I can use cards that are activating right now, except you can. So because once the spell card hits the field, it resolves wherever it goes. So once it hits the field, the spell card works. Like, it's going to happen. You just have to get it on the field in the first place, and then wherever it goes, it's going to resolve there, and it's going to do whatever. So what you can do is you can activate Droplet to send the card that you're activating, or send. So they can activate monster effects in response to this, but if they don't have another Omni Negate, what are they going to do? Like, just wiggle at you and just stare at you? No, they can't do anything. So anyway, you do that, and then you negate the effect, and you go like, wow! So then you get your Dark Law, which is somewhere here. No, it's not. Man, I'm a mess today. Anyway, you get your Dark Law, and Dark Law is cool, because Dark Law is a good card. And then you get your Vion send. So you send Shadow Mist, and then search whatever. Search your Ferris, so you can just go into more monsters, get into more plays. Search whatever you need in your hand. Search basically everything, and then yeah, that's the combo. I think that's where I'm going to end the video, mainly because I'm a mess right now and my camera fell and I don't know where to put it back. But yeah, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helps somebody who's trying to learn Heroes, especially now that the cards are getting reprinted in Ghosts from the Past. It's going to be a lot cheaper. It's going to be a lot nicer. It's going to be just more people can play the deck that I love, because it is a really cool deck. Although it's not one of the best, and to get it, just like every other deck, to get it to play like the best that it can play, you're going to need expensive cards. But you can play it without being expensive, especially now that the reprints are coming out. And I thought like that was a good time, like, you know, get people into the deck. And for those of you who are trying to learn the deck because reasons, you know, this might help. So yeah. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, maybe even subscribe. And if you want, ring the notification bell for more videos. I will see you guys later. Hope you have a great day.